How I became to be a professional writer. In Japan, a short story is most important test for young writers. It is sort of a 4 rounds match for green boy in boxing. And if he can fight in 4 rounds, he can fight 5 rounds, 6 rounds, more and more. And short story writing is such a sort of 4 round match. And I showed my manuscript to Mr. Kawabata. You probably know about his name. His works are translated into English, A Snow Country or 1,000 Cranes, something like that. And he was extremely kind to me to help me to show my short story on literary magazine, which is called Human, which is very popular at the period and vanished right now. And because of him, I became to have very, very small fame as a short story writer, as a newcomer in literary field. But still I was out of fashion. At that period, Mr. Dazai Osamu's work was absolutely popular, and he was loved, respected, and admired by younger generation. And his work was translated also in English as Setting Sun or Human Lost. And he committed double suicide, and which made him as a hero in modern literature in Japan. But his characteristics of his literature was depressing feeling after the war period, and self-pity, and the symbol of all nihilism of younger generations, and hopeless situations, something like that. Of course I resisted it, because he was so famous. And all friends surrounded myself were crazy about Mr. Dazai, and they insisted me to go to see him, to go to meet him. It was unforgettable memory for myself. Maybe it was 1947, I think, when my friend took me to some dirty restaurant. He was surrounded by many fans at the upstairs of the restaurant. Dirty tatami and very bad quality sake and food at 1947. And he looked like very romantic type of writer, a long hair and very sad face. And I felt myself as if a literary assassin, because at the first meeting to himself, I suddenly said, "I hate your work." He was surprised, but because he has never heard such a statement from any younger generation. He just admired and loved. And he looked like very angry, but gradually calmed down, and talked to his friends beside of him. I still remember his saying, "I know he loves me, because he came here, as a matter of fact." It is a beautiful statement. And I think it was the last moment I met him. And a few months later, he committed suicide. And I think I started to walk a completely different way from him since I heard this statement. Because maybe sometime I might feel like that when I am told by some younger generation, "I hate your work," something like that. But I never intend to say, "I know he loves me." It is a most characteristic statement of self-pity and most characteristic significance of his literature.